today we're doing the ROCKSTAR spin. It's called the ROCKSTAR because it looks like you're playing air guitar. It's a beginner spin, but it's pretty challenging, and I have a little mini combo for you to go along with it. And I have a Patreon with a lot more exclusive content like this, more in-depth tutorials. I'm gonna link the description down below. Go check it out. Alright everyone, so today I'm on a spin pole, but you can do this on static as well. It's just your ROCKSTAR spin won't last as long, it'll be very short. So the ROCKSTAR is a beginner move, but it's a really challenging move, I feel. It's a lot of arms, core, and like active hip flexibility. Right? Because we're lifting up that back leg. So for my ROCKSTAR, I'm gonna have my inside arm high, which is gonna be my right. My left arm is gonna be low. I'm gonna be pulling the pole down with that right inside arm, pulling, right, lifting myself up, and then pushing away with the outside left arm. Okay, so I can try to keep my chest as open as possible. The outside left leg is gonna come in contact with the pole first. So I step with that inside leg like always. We always step first with this leg next to the pole, well, most of the time. And that outside leg is gonna come out, around, and I'm gonna hook the back of my heel onto the pole and press into the pole there. Now, very important, I want to turn the knee out. I'm turning the knee out, right? So I'm opening the hip, the knee, the toes, and I'm turning them out. You don't want the knee up like this because you're not going to get a good position and it's not the shape that you want. So once I hook, I open up that hip. Or I think even when I hook, I'm already like pretty open here. Then as I hook that leg, I'm gonna pull that right knee up to my right shoulder. Okay, as high as you can. I am kind of like rounding a little bit for this one because I gotta engage the core when I pull up that knee. So I have seen the ROCKSTAR, people just have the leg in the air and they're using purely their active flexibility. I like to place my leg on the pole because I just like the shape better too, and it helps keeping your leg up in the air, and it's not so difficult. So I pull that right knee up and I place my leg on the pole as support, and then if you can, try to straighten that right inside leg, and then I start to kind of lean back and push my hips forward. So my leg is on the pole and it's keeping me there, and that way I can do my little hips forward movement. Let's try. So I'm gonna have my right arm high. I'm gonna come back here so you can see me hook. Left arm across, step with the right, swing the left, hook it. Bring that right knee up. If you want to stay here until you build the strength. Once you feel comfortable holding that, then try to straighten the leg. Because once you straighten that leg, it's a lot harder right? Once I straighten that leg, I start sending my weight out, and I'm gonna feel heavier. So I step, hook, knee up, straighten, place it on the pole, and then I try to arch or lean the head back. You know, bring the hips forward and kind of get closer to the pole. Set that leg onto the pole. Then to get out, I'm just gonna bring that straight top leg toward the pole and the bottom leg toward the pole together, and I'm gonna go into kind of like a sit variation. So the pole will be in between my thighs. Try to get the pole as much as you can in between the thighs so you can be comfortable in your sit. And you can play with the legs. You can have both legs straight, top leg, one leg straight, bend both legs. If you bend both legs, you'll spin pretty fast. So I show you with the top leg straight, then I bend, go for my sit, and then I straighten it again to slow down my spin. And here you want to squeeze the pole in between the thighs, and still you have the right arm high and left arm across, pulling, pushing, right? And open up the chest for the sit. Then I'm going to go down into my little drop. So I can show you, if you don't have a split, it's totally fine. There's several things you can do. You can do your split, which is a super fake split. I'm gonna show you. You can do a jazz split, or you can do a stag. And so I'm here, step, hook left, bring up the right, lean back. Bring that leg down, squeeze, get the pole in between your thighs. Bend the knees if you want. Open the chest. Straighten that top leg again. Let's find the floor. So this is how I get to my floor. So you see it's a really fake turned out split. You can drop into a regular split, but I don't know, I feel like this works for the combination. So you see I'm turning my front leg out, right? So my hip, my knee, and my toes are turning behind me, not here. Because when we do splits in heels, you'll see that the stiletto, the heel limits me here. So I can't really have a nice point. So I need to choose. Either turn out here so I can point, or turn in here so I can point. It's just a better line in the heels on the floor. So for this one, I'm gonna be here, right? And I'm gonna kind of lean back here, you see? So I'm not sitting on my hips like a real split. I'm leaning back here. My back leg, I'm using my active flexibility. I'm squeezing my glute, straightening my knee, pushing into my toes here. So you see, it's not a real split because I have all this open. It's just for the line. If this doesn't work, you can do the jazz split, which is bending the back leg, front leg is the same. Okay? With jazz split, your back leg is wherever it is. Eventually, you try to see if you can straighten it. Or you can do a stag, which is both legs bent. Let's try together the stag in case you don't have your split, right? You're gonna go for your sit. whatever you want to do, stack. And depending how comfortable you are, you can go fast, you can go slow into your drop. I recommend doing it slow first, and then once you get comfortable, you can drop fast. Now, I'm gonna go, by the way, my front leg is the left leg. So the outside leg from the beginning of the combo. And my sit should be your bottom leg. Now I'm gonna go into my little floor work, base work. I gotta swing over to the right. So in order to do that, I have to swing to the left to give myself momentum. So I'm here, I open my chest first, then I swing, I go back, over, back, and start swinging that back leg, whether it's straight or bent. So I arch, back, over, back, swing that leg. Now I'm on my butt and I'm leaning back, holding onto the pole. I don't want to be close, okay? For me to swing, I gotta get far. You see? That's how I get around. If I'm too close to the pole, it's not gonna work. So you gotta lean back. Get onto my right side and onto my right hip now. My left hand is on the pole. My right hand comes down. Remember to point. Left hand comes down. I lift up that back leg. I bend the right knee. And I lift up my hips. And I bend the back leg. I bring it over. Left knee on the floor for my bad kitty. Then I really arch as much as I can. Chest, side of my face in the floor. Slide back. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give me a thumbs up, write a comment down below, and subscribe. I'll be posting weekly tutorials, all things pole and floor work. And thank you guys so much for watching.